Oh my goodness. This is. Hello. I'm back, and I'm back with food. I ordered this new type of Chinese food sauce. It's delicious. Well, I didn't try it yet. I hope it's delicious. It was delicious at a different Chinese restaurant, but we'll see about this one. We'll mix this one up a little bit, and they pack this up with stuff. All right, let us do this. Dun, 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 dun. Is that a mushroom? Alright, let's try this. It's shrimp and broccoli. That's good. It's like a sweet and sour, but with like garlic. Go get a rag. Okay. Did I save yesterday, or I think I died? I think I left without saving any progress. I was tired. It's... Oh, I went up there. No, it's good. I gotta go back to the launch module. Okay, so it's broken. It's shooting. But why? I'm so good at this driving. Oops, I moved a little bit. That's fine. Almost went out into space without my suit. Alright, so I gotta go to the launch module. It says it malfunctioned or something. The Ash Twin Project. Which one is this one? Okay, I gotta go down here. Okay, launch module is not here. What's this one? Hello, back up, back up. Control module. Did I already go into this room? I was in here already. Let me go to the other room. So... that one is broken. Probe tracking. Okay. Launch module is the stuff outside, maybe? Hmm. I already got this achievement where everybody is aligning. Everybody's gonna line up right here? No. Oh, okay, okay. Fly with it, fly with it. This must be the control module. Probe tracking module. Imagine Privet, the probe tracking module will be the first to know the coordinates of the eye of the universe. You'll be the first to see them. I'm honored and terrified. You won't ask the orbital probe cannon to use so much power that it breaks, will you? Fret not, my Nemesis. We only need to fire the probe once anyway, so who minds if it compromises the orbital probe cannon's structural integrity slightly? I would mind, because we won't be capable of receiving our probe data if the probe tracking module is destroyed. Okay. Let's try this. Alright, I was here already. Mallow, my better 50%, sending the last of the cannon components. Soon, relatively speaking, we'll know the eye's precise location. The thought of concluding our elder's curious and challenging search increases my heart's temperature, my love. Cassava, tell me he and the construction yard crew have determined a power setting we are not under any circumstances to go above. I see and I am right to think that consequently we'll be ignoring that setting. Okay, y'all ignoring it. Cool. It's good to see we're all on the same page with ignoring things. So there's no ball. Where's the ball? This was supposed to show us stuff. Now it cannot show us anything. The ball went out to space. Okay. And that's destroyed. Must go out the way we came. Must go out the way we came. Oops. Okay, let's see. Control module. Received a request from the Ash Twin to launch the probe. The cannon was aligned to a randomly selected probe trajectory. The probe was successfully launched, but the cannon's structural integrity was compromised in the process. Damage is detected in multiple modules. Its projection pool is still intact. But its projection pool is still intact. How do I use the projection pool? So they're using this probe to search for the eye of the universe or whatever. And they're using Ash Twin. What does that have to do with sending memories back in time? It says it looks like it's underwater. Okay. The cannon was not asked to fire, so who fired the cannon? The island is where they built the orbital probe, but for some reason put the orbital on indefinite hiatus. The cannon was not asked to fire. A long-range probe was recently launched from the orbital probe cannon. Somebody launched it, so where's that person? Because that person's not here. Wait, where to go next? Brittle Hollow, I think, because that's gonna show us where how to get underwater. Uh-oh. It's not beeping, so we good. I understand. This is what I need to fix. What else? Electrical wiring is intact. Anything else? Nope. Let's do this unidentified signal. Escape pod 1. Trees detected. Distress beacon. Thatch, is everyone okay? No one was badly injured from the escape pod's impact. We're incredibly fortunate. This is good news, at least. Have we heard from escape pod 2 or 3? No, I am unable to make contact. My equipment can hear the other two's escape pod distress signals. However, if there's any comfort, both pods must be structurally intact. I'll continue calling for them. My gratitude if we can. Thatch, the moon is approaching again. Everyone brace yourselves swiftly. The volcanic moon has returned. Be cautious of falling ash and debris. Oh. Believe the moon has passed. This planet doesn't appear eager to have guests. We are certainly unwelcome on its surface. We need to find shelter and quickly. The volcanic moon won't be gone for long. I observed several promising sites below the surface, but we'll need to construct a way for everyone to climb safely down this cliff. Perhaps we can build platforms. Alright. Down the cliff we go. Okay, flight log. Escape pod 1 vessel has been mortally injured. Emergency sequence activated, awaiting from departure from vessel. Launching escape pod 3, launching escape pod 2, now launch escape pod 1. Vessel has been mortally injured. Interesting way to say that. Alert, collision imminent, prepare for impact. Scanning external environment, scan complete, minor structural instabilities detected, pockets of breathable air detected, adequate solar energy detected, verdict, hospitable. That's so nice. Emergency escape hatch. Okay, please let me escape. Whew! Whoa, whoa. Did not know those fall. Use caution. A black hole sees below. He must not slip. Must not slip. When I put too much. Surface integrity is 48 is wild. Alright. Be sure not to wander far from here, though this area is somewhat unstable. It's safer than any we've found so far. Temporary settlement is finished, but remember to be cautious of falling rocks and dust created by meteor impacts. Oh, this must be what they're serving. Given concern about settlement stability, where should we construct a new, less temporary shelter? I believe we should migrate to the northern glacier. Building beneath the crust again would shelter us from the volcanic moon's eruptions. What if we use gravity crystals to craft a stable path? We need to stay close to the escape pod so Felix can monitor incoming messages. We can't be rescued if we aren't present to respond. I don't believe anyone is coming to save us, Thatch. Now we must save ourselves. We're here because the eye signal called to us and we followed. If we're to find it, we need to not merely survive, but thrive. So y'all are trying to live. This knowledge is too dear to lose. Here's what everything we can recall about the signal we encountered while aboard the vessel. The signal was older than the universe itself. This is the most significant detail. No Naomi clan has ever encountered anything like it. How could anything in this universe be older than the universe itself? Imagine what rare and profound knowledge it might offer. We must find this eye of the universe. Y'all think it's God? The signal looked like an eye, round with a circle at the center, much like a pupil. Suppose the signal was looking for something. Okay. I believe we're supposed to get below about how we sink into the surface. Let's see. "24 is crazy, but how come when the planet eventually goes into the black hole, does it come back out?" We'll explore the city after. 100% here is pretty good. That's what that looks like. Surface integrity. This is not where I wanted to end up. Coming in too fast, coming in too fast. Alright, alright, alright. Ooh, that looks scary. 3 minutes of oxygen. Don't worry, I'm coming back. White hole station. If you fell through the black hole by accident, don't worry, you aren't the first. This warp tower can return you to Brittle Hollow. Wow, thanks. Every warp tower is tuned to a specific astral body. A tower's warp can only be used during the brief window when the tower is aligned with its corresponding astral body, in this case, Brittle Hollow. If you look up while the station is rotating, you can see the alignment happens when the astral body is directly overhead. You must be standing on the warp platform on the floor during this alignment to be warped. Okay. Just tracking the warp. Are we coming into alignment? We are on our way. Charge. Step onto warp's receiver platform to activate return warp. Departure time 866. How I arrive before I depart. One of the many mysteries. The Hanging City. Can't go down there. To our friends on Brittle Hollow, I just warped here from the White Hole Station on the other side of Brittle Hollow's black hole. Our design worked. We've successfully created warp travel. I don't know how close it is to Enota's original design, but as long as what we built works, then I'm delighted. I knew we could do this. Wait, this can't be correct, Clary. Have you seen those readings? If they were accurate, they would violate casualty? Casualty? There must be an equipment error. I'm returning to the Whitehall station. If you and Root meet me there, we can run a full diagnostic and hopefully locate the problem. Don't tell, cause can't wait to see the warp tower. Okay. There's something wrong. It's cause we're arriving before we're departing. Why do these things teleport me here? Rami and I reviewed the wreckage you sent, Poke, and they appear to show Naomi's are arriving at the warp receiver on Brittle Hollow slightly before departing from the Whitehall station. I understand it's exceedingly odd, but Clary and I have tested and retested the equipment, and the results are the same every time someone warps. The interval is incredibly minuscule, roughly 100,000th of a second. Do you suppose our instruments can't accurately measure time to such a small degree? These measurements can't be accurate. How can I only arrive on Brittle Hollow before he or she stepped into the teleporter? The implications are absurd. Poke, as Pi is confident their reading is inaccurate, she's kindly helping me attempt to recreate this phenomenon at the High Energy Lab. We're designing an experiment to take more data. The High Energy Lab is in the canyon on number 20 crater. Come here at once. You need to see this. It would mean I've inadvertently broke several fundamental theories regarding this universe. We would have to reconsider all of our beliefs about the nature of time. Okay, I believe. Um, Has anyone observed the phantom moon that sometimes graces the night skies? Your thoughts are interesting me. I compliment your eyes. How can you imagine it disappears? Could it shift in a light spectrum? Suppose the moon is too shy to show us its face. I'm interested in your playful moon. Is it much like its violent friend, Hollow's lantern? This moon isn't volcanic to my unaided eye. Sometimes it leaves its friend's a night's Hollow's lantern for nights at a time. The nights and the moons circle this planet be appear random. It seems to travel at its likes. Imagine if there were two volcanic moons. Then I imagine there'd be none of us left. Hmm. Wise. There can exist too much lava. Can there, though? I'd strongly prefer we test the null hypothesis. I don't understand. What are we testing? If there can be too much lava? Time to go back. Can I make it if I jump? I made it. I don't need to be in there. I don't need to go there. I want to go. That's a cannon. You know what? Let me deal with that cannon later. How do I get down here? That's not gonna work. I'm definitely falling asleep. Oh boy. You know what? I could solve this by just going to sleep. I know how to do this. Fill that up.